If somebody's hurt on the job, the three most important things for them to do immediately are first notify the employer, and the law gives them 30 days to do that. If they notify the employer after the 30 days, then a late notice can be excused. The second thing that they have to do is they have to file their claim with the State Workers' Compensation Board. The form for that is called the C3 form, and they can get that either from a workers' compensation attorney or online from the Workers' Compensation Board. A common mistake that people make is they believe when they notify the employer that that's all they have to do and that everything after that is the employer's responsibility. That is not the case. In addition to notifying the employer, the person also has to file the C3 with the state of New York themselves. The third thing that they have to do is they must see a doctor who takes workers' compensation benefits.
Well, a workers' compensation lawyer can assist an employee with his or her claim if they've been injured on the job or if they've incurred an occupational disease on the job. And they can do that by assisting them with the law and also by representing them before the administrative law judge of the Workers' Compensation Board. All of that's very important because the employee will not know how to do that. In addition, though, the attorney will assist the employee gathering evidence and witness statements, which will be testimony in support of the employee's claim. All of that is very important. If the employee is concerned about the cost, you shouldn't be. First of all, never pay an attorney directly. The cost of the attorney is taken from the award, and it is ordered by the administrative law judge of the Workers' Compensation Board. So there is really no reason for you not to consult with an attorney. There are really three factors that go into evaluating a workers' compensation claim. First of all, it's the nature of the injury. How severely injured were you? Next, it's the time away from work. Are you losing more than 7 days away from your job? And if so, that affects the outcome of your particular case. And in addition, the medical injury, the medical treatment for the injury, rather. And that is what kind of treatment is necessary for the injury. All of those factors will go into determining the outcome of your case and the determination of the benefits that you're entitled to receive.
Well, the workers' compensation process takes a different amount of time depending on the nature of the injury. If the case is the sort of case where somebody injured their neck or their back and they had a short period of time out of work, then that's a case that might get resolved rather quickly in a couple of months. If it's a case where there's a permanent injury to a limb, there's a fracture of an arm or there's a knee surgery, then those cases usually don't conclude at earliest until a year after the accident or a year after surgery. In cases where the person is permanently disabled from work, the case may go on for many years before there's a conclusion of permanent disability. How long any particular case goes on in terms of the legal process really depends on what the person's medical condition is, because generally the case is not going to resolve legally until they've reached an endpoint of medical treatment.
The workers' compensation law provides for two things. Firstly, it provides for wage replacement. It's called indemnity. So if you have suffered a job-related injury and you can't work or you can only work at reduced earnings, the workers' compensation law, dependent on certain factors, will replace those lost wages. The second aspect of workers' compensation benefits is a medical aspect. All treatment related to that compensable injury is paid for, not by you, not out of your pocket, but by the insurance carrier. A doctor is not supposed to charge a claimant directly. All bills have to be submitted directly to the insurance company.
The Legal Referral Service of the New York City Bar Association provides an outstanding opportunity. First of all of the attorneys are screened. The only attorneys that appear on the panels are those that have gone through a rigorous application process and an interview process. In addition, the attorney that you'll be assigned to, you have the opportunity to at least meet with them for a half an hour at no more than $35 for the cost of that meeting. And you can determine whether or not that attorney is appropriate for your particular situation.